Do you ever feel that the government is not being entirely upfront with you? Do you feel that maybe they ain't got a clue what they are doing? Because that's what I have concluded from recent events in regard to de minimis. Oh my heck now, what the hell is going on? Because quite frankly, nobody really knows. Right? There are websites abroad, which I will show you in a moment, that are giving certain information. But when I look at this, which is the White House website about de minimis, it contradicts. It doesn't have that information. Now, this is actually deeply concerning because people could be sending stuff to the United States with the wrong information. And then your goods, your products, your gifts do not get through. Now, the reason I've double checked on this again is because of some comments I got in my last video regarding de minimis and the fact that the United States government has decided to remove it on the 29th of August 2025. Any day now. And shit's going to hit the fan. It really is. It's going to affect so many industries, cottage, businesses, etc., etc. It's going to be terrible, honestly. Now, the question that was put in the comments, or the query in the comments, was regarding, well, I heard that under $100 are not affected if it's a gift. So, like, for instance, you're receiving something from a friend or member of family from abroad into the United States to your home, you won't be tariffed, provided it's a gift and under $100. Now, on the U.S. website, the White House website, there's no mention of that. No mention. So, where has it come from? Now, I haven't actually been able to find that out yet. Because it is on industry pages, logistics pages, such as Le Poste here in France. It's more complicated now. But it's there. Allowing foreigners to send stuff as a gift into the United States. But let's have a look, shall we? Because this is the actual U.S. White House website, you know, the presidential actions. Now, I'm not going to read through the whole thing because it is full of a waffle about Donald Trump and how great he is, and I've done this, and I've done that. He didn't write any of this, obviously. It's not in caps. No. So, yes, that fucking Paprika Palpatine. He's got his little workers, and he probably doesn't even know about this shit, you know. It's probably something to do with or someone like that, you know. And Trump just signs it off. He ain't got a clue what's going on, has he? He's just that orange figure, isn't he? He's like putting a satsuma on, on the grill of your lorry. You know, it's just nuts, absolute nuts. What's going on in the United States? And it goes on about fentanyl, illicit drugs, and as though that is the reason for these tariffs. Well, it's not the reason for these tariffs. These tariffs are there to sow divide and chaos. That's what it is. Now, originally, this was going to be coming into force, the removal of de minimis in 2027, which was going to give other countries enough time to get organised. But not now. No, he brought it forward, saying, oh, we're ready. And if you're not, tough tea. Pretty much. And it's coming into force, like I said, on the 29th of August 2025. So if I come down here, if you want to go through this, I'll leave a link in the descriptions for this page. Just make up your own mind, you know, if you think I'm lying. This is the White House webpage. And I've highlighted it in blue when we get there. There's a lot of waffle about how great he is, and we did this then, and da-da-da-da-da-da. We're so wonderful. We're the best thing since sliced bread, kind of thing, you know. So, duty rates for international postal shipments. Transportation carriers delivering shipments to the United States through international postal networks or other parties, if qualified in lieu of such transportation carriers, must collect remit duties to the CBP. And that is the customer or the consumer board, customer border protection or something that stands for. Using the methodology described in either subsection B or C of this section. Each transportation carrier shall apply the same methodology across all covering shipments during any given period, but may change its methodology to, no more than once per calendar month, or on another schedule determined to be appropriate by the CBP, upon providing at least 24 hours notice. Anyway, so it goes on about equal duties and tariffs and blah, 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 blah. But let's get down now to the actual tariffs, okay? Right, this is the bit I've been telling you again and again and again what's actually happening. The countries with an effective IEEPA, which is basically a baseline tariff. The United States has got a baseline tariff on Canada around 34%. It's got a baseline tariff on the European Union 15%. It's got a baseline tariff on the United Kingdom of 10%. You see, you get the gist there, right? Now the thing is, according to this, if you have a tariff rate, that baseline tariff rate of less than 16%, so that includes the United Kingdom and the European Union, you'll have to pay, as a foreign citizen wanting to post something to the United States, $80 per item. And this is something I didn't actually express. This is per item. You can't think to yourself, I'm going to rack a whole load of stuff to get it up to $800 so we can just pay the one tariff. No, it's per item. So if you've got a mixed pallet, for instance, of goods coming into the United States under $800 in value, you're going to be charged for every single item on there. Let's say, for instance, the beads. Does it mean that every single bead or every packet? You see, there's no clarification. So we don't really know. People will get caught out, won't they? They will get caught out. So every single item is subject to this $80 tariff. It's going to shut out a lot of cottage industries in the United States. They ain't going to be able to get what they need from China and places like that, which currently has a very high tariff rate. Now, countries with an effective IEEPA tariff rate, baseline tariff rate, between 16 and 25%, $160 doubles, $160 per item, $160 per item. Same again, every single little thing. And countries with an effective IEEPA rate of above 25% is $200 per item. Like I say, I've mentioned this before. I think I might have misquoted on the second one, actually. I think I might have said $100, but it's $160 per item. Now, for international postal shipments subject to the methodologies described in sections B and C of the section, the country of origin of the article must be declared to CBP. No mention there at all of this so-called up to $100 exemption. Now, if I just drag you down a little bit so you can see the top of my page there a little bit, I'm going to do a Control F. So if I do a Control F, you can see for yourself, there's what basically a find, okay? We're going to have to do a find. What would you be searching for? Let's say, for instance, a gift. It's not mentioned in this entire article. No, that's not a highlighted section. It's just I just used a highlighter pen for the blue bits. No, so the whole article does not have the word gift in it. Okay, what about 100 as in $100? You'd think it would no, not there at all either. Not mentioned in that article whatsoever. This information whatsoever. So you can see why people are getting confused. Because if it is the case that there is an exemption for products under $100 as long as it's a gift, why isn't it on there? Now, I've looked everywhere on the not everywhere, but everywhere relevant that I thought be, done searches on the White House website. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it. Maybe you know where it is. Please leave it in the comments down below if you know. I do read the comments, but you probably already know. Now, the thing is, what are ordinary folks supposed to do if, for instance, you have let's play okay. Products between 100, it says here. Let's just increase the size of that so you can read it. it says here between 100 and 800. So anything under, commercial value between 100 and 800. It says there. Don't say it on the White House website. So how are you supposed to know what to do? Now, most things have been over, value over $800 have actually been, you can't send them now. That's been paused until things are sorted out. I won't be surprised this ends up getting tacoed again. I can imagine it's been tacoed because this is going to cause a lot of problems in the United States. The US doesn't even they might say they got the facilities, probably because how it looked, they probably told them they did. The actual CBP does not have the facilities to make this work, because you're talking about millions and millions and millions of packages, something like 4 million packages every single day. That is quite a big, how to put it, undertaking. Obviously, be much reduced because people won't be sending shit, will they? Not with those rates. In the day, it's about bumps on seats. If you want to get the tariff rate, if you can put a tariff on, it needs to be at a reasonable rate. If you want people to actually pay the money, but at those sort of rates, nobody's. It's literally, it's a trade embargo, isn't it, between individuals and businesses and the United States, and $800. It's a trade embargo. No one is going to send anything, are they? So here on the this is the Post website. And I've had a look. It says on here, if I go on this, so you can see shipping conditions for the selected country, United States, due to U.S. consumer measures, shipments of goods to the United States are temporarily suspended from August 2025. Sending gifts with a total value of less than 80 euros remains possible. And there's more information. So I clicked on it, and this is where it sent me. You have to jump through hoops. It's made it very, very complicated to do it. It's possible, but it's complicated. I'll translate it just so you can see it for yourself. So yeah, this is the situation. People don't really know what the situation is. I can't seem to find what I need to know. You've got individual industries and companies and countries abroad saying that you can. If they haven't documented it on air or somewhere, I might have missed it. Okay, it might be hidden somewhere, right? But why isn't it on these pages where the duties are where the duties actually are? It doesn't make any sense, none whatsoever. Anyway, what do you reckon? Please leave it in the comments down below. But it's a nightmare. If you are a small cottage industry, or you regularly send things to your friends and family in the United States, well, you're going to have to think again. Because these tariffs are going to have to be collected before the goods are released. And there's 51 countries plus that have, there's more than 51 now actually, but when I last looked, there was 51 countries have paused shipments to the United States of stuff under $800, which they don't actually know what the score is. So there you go. Apart from the under 100 stuff, which they say you can, but I haven't been able to find anything about it. Let us know. Well, yeah, if you know where it is, please leave it in the comments down below. But please put the old like button and maybe subscribe and a little bell icon, because then you get one fast feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. I know it's not my walk type videos, but I thought this is the best way I can show it to prove it to you, because there has been questions, there has been queries. Well, I'll tell you one thing, it's fucking chaos. That's what it is. It is chaos. It's going to bugger people up. It's going to bugger Mexico up. It's going to bugger Canada up, where they've got a lot of friends and family living in the United States. What are they going to do? Smuggle it in? I don't know. They don't do that. That's a 10 grand fine. All right, minimum. Anyway, it's time for us to go. We'll say toodaloo, So toodaloo.